Dawson and to Zane. Boy, Zane is there and away from the basketball. Offensive foul. And is that going to go on Dawson Burgess? Let's see.
Jackets having all types of trouble against this Newport man-to-man defense, not able to get the ball inside to put enough heat on the guards that you're not free and easy enough to be able to look inside and take care of the basketball.
And we were working with Brian Jones there for a moment. It looks like he's just had some problems trying to make the connection here in the gymnasium, but I believe he just got connected, and so the live stream, you might got a notification on your phone. Good pass ahead. Brody Emberton's got it. Fake, put the shot up, won't go. Zane Widener for the putback, and count the basket. 25-14. Clinton with it with 35 seconds to go, but I think Ryan appears to be broadcasting now. If you got a notification on your phone, KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page for the broadcast as we're nearing the end of the first half. Clinton's going to jump at a full court defensive press. 30 seconds.
This is a big 30 seconds right here. You can stop Newport and get yourself back into single digits.
Oh, Zane Widener knocked it away, and he tipped it to Brody Emberton. Defense in front of him. Brody's going to pull up, shoot, won't go. Rebounds tipped up in the air. Burgess chases it down the corner quickly across the lane to Emberton. 2 points. You called it, Mike Holly. A big two, a steal, and two for Clinton instead. Down to 10 seconds. First half. Newport across midcourt. Pass ahead. Behind the three-point line. Picks up the dribble. Toss. Free throw line. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Long shot in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Won't go. The first half comes to an end. A good defensive stop leads to 2 for Clinton. So hopefully a little bit of momentum. They got it back to single digits. They're going to trail by 9, 25-16 when we return for the second half. Stay with us. We'll step away for a few moments. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, we're back here at Riverview High School. Yellow Jackets have work to do. They trail 25-16 here at the half, but they did trail by as many as 13 and cut the lead to 9 on a great steal by Brody Emerton in a 2-on-1 break with him and Zane Widener. And the Yellow Jackets cut it to 9. You look at the scorebook, we're seeing some guys that haven't, especially for Newport, that didn't score much the first time, and their big three haven't scored a whole lot. Isaiah Kendall with 2, Kylan Crite with 4, and John Moore with 2. Their big three only have 8 points at the half. But then you got Brandon Curry with 8 and Pootie Denton with 9. Those two guys haven't scored a whole lot in the first 2 ball games, but they've combined for 17 of Newport's 25. And then you look at Clinton, I kind of call them the big three, but Zane Widener has 8 and Brody Emerton has 6, but Dawson Burgess yet to score, so maybe a big second half for Dawson. And then Russ Hensley chipped in the other 2 points in the half for the Yellow Jackets. They trailed 13-8 at the end of the first quarter. Trail 25-16 here at the half. Yellow Jackets, they win here. We'll play at 8:30 tomorrow night. We'll have the broadcast for you. They'll take on Mountain View. If they can get to that game, that'll be the game to qualify for the regional tournament. So hopefully can come back to win this one and then have a shot tomorrow night against Mountain View and a chance to go to the regional tournament. The girls play Friday night, 7 o'clock, prime time right here in Searcy. You got a chance to come on down Friday night, root on the Lady Yellow Jackets. They'll take on the winner between number 3 and number 6. And Harding Academy finished number 3. Ball Knob and Cave City will play after this game. That winner will then play Harding Academy, and the Yellow Jackets will get the winner of that one. And so that'll be Friday night, 7 o'clock. Finals are on Saturday night. And, of course, the regional next week at Rosebud. First game tonight was a tight one. You get district tournament, it's different. It's especially the first 2 rounds are win and move on, or lose and your season's over. And I've seen it over and over during the years. Some teams that have a lot of seniors don't react as well as others because it's a lot of pressure. It's your career's on the line. And Pangburn, especially their leading player, a senior, they had a tough game with Newport. Newport, the number 8 team, Pangburn, the number 5 team. And Newport led Jeff Hall by 2 with 7 minutes to go. But Pangburn comes back behind Brindley Huggins, the Henderson State University signee, to beat Newport by 5 points.
As the Clinton team makes their way back out to the floor, Coach Cole Gardner there. And again, these guys, they've been on a high here the last 2 or 3 weeks, had their best run of success during the season, so kind of almost come in today with an expectation like, hey, we're going to get through this and maybe even through the first couple of days and make it on the semifinal round. But Newport's, they're a tough matchup from what we've seen, just so athletic, so good defensively against the Yellow Jackets that we'll see if there's any halftime adjustments that Coach could make there, how to attack, how to get points on the board, and then still, again, a relatively low-scoring ball game, 25-16, 46-45 was the score when these two teams played at Yellow Jacket Arena, so maybe we're still in that range of things, but, you know, what do you do here to mix things up in the second half? And
I want to mention Coach Matthew Post's junior girls. They finished their season. They were the conference champions, came up a few points short in the district championship game to Harding Academy, but conference champions, district runner-ups. Good season for the Lady Yellow Jackets, junior Jackets. A lot of 8th graders on that team. And so I want to mention Coach Matthew Post and the junior high team. Both girls teams conference champions this year.
Yeah, how about that? All that happened on Saturday. Got a chance to listen a little bit on the radio on Saturday afternoon. Our good friend, broadcaster Kevin Johnson, for the Mountain View Yellow Jackets, and listen to some of his call of the girls and boys game on Saturday. And The Mountain View Lady Yellow Jackets, previously undefeated in conference play, drop a couple of games here late in the season. So they and the Clinton Lady Yellow Jackets both finish with 2 losses and share that conference championship. And we'll see. Those teams have played 3 times this season. In the conference round robin, Mountain View Lady Yellow Jackets got the wins, but Clinton knocked off Mountain View in tournament play earlier in the year. So maybe, hopefully, both those teams can get through Friday night of this week and their opening games of the tournament that come in the semifinal round. They may match up again on Saturday night, and let's see if it's the blue and gold or the black and gold Yellow Jackets who can come out on top, headed to the region next week in that.
Yeah, we got a little help in the final week. You never know about sports, and Mountain View girls lose at Ball Knob on a Wednesday afternoon, barely escape Cave City on a Friday. And then Harding Academy travels to Mountain View on Saturday afternoon and defeats Mountain View, and the Yellow Jackets get a share of the conference championship. Both teams, I guess, go 14-2 in the regular season.
And the Clinton girls, we talk about the boys probably playing their best stretch here of the season, coming over the last 2 or 3 weeks. The Clinton girls, arguably, maybe as well. I mean, but for those 2 losses to Mountain View, they have played fantastic as of late, at times looking maybe unbeatable in some of their games on how they play. And so, again, it's tournament time. You're not on your home court. You're on different courts, and you can't guarantee how you're going to play on any given night or how your opponent's going to match up against you. But they've been playing really well. They're a lot of fun to watch. And I think Coach Matthew Post told us a few weeks ago they're going to try to take it one game at a time and not looking too far ahead. And so it's fun for us to talk about what could be ahead as far as.
Lady Jackets have won 9 in a row, 20 out of 22, and they're 24-4 on the season.
Well, here we go. We're back to action here in the second half. Clinton trailing 25-16 to Newport. Greyhounds open up with the basketball. Shot up won't go, and Clinton comes away with the rebound. Brody Emberton. So a basket to finish the first half. Can they get a basket to start the second half? As the lead is 9 for Newport.
Newport really overplaying the passing lanes. And John Moore, the senior, on Dylan Jones, the sophomore. Dylan's working hard against that senior. They're trying to put a lot of pressure on Dylan. He's taking care of the basketball.
Whistled for the foul as he was right up on Dylan, and I think the legs got tangled up. They go to the floor. This kind of reminds me, I think some of these, Dawson Burgess going to drive, draws a push. They'll say he was not in the act of shooting yet, so that foul on the floor, Clinton will have to inbound it. But I'm kind of looking at some of these guys. This is almost like a little football play, but the way they're guarding Zane Widener, maybe Dylan Jones, are just bodying up, playing close with you, and hopefully some of these guys, Dylan Jones for 3, it won't go, rebound Newport. Hopefully these guys that are used to that football experience and the physical contact, that they're going to react well to that. But again, Newport, they're a tough defensive bunch. 3-point shot by the Greyhounds, up, in, and out, won't go. They get the rebound. The 2-pointer misses. Russ Hensley with the rebound. Another chance to cut into the Greyhound lead. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Pass ahead to Dawson Burgess, across into the lane. Brody Emberton's jumper just short, but it's tipped. Brody gets it back. He'll toss it back out. Burgess going to drive up over a second defender. Won't go. And as the players come together for the rebound, foul's going to be called. I believe that's going to go on Russ Hensley.
The officials have been letting them play. That's a third foul on Russ. He'll have to go out, and the Yellow Jackets have to get smaller. And that's not good because Newport is really hurting us on the boards. They got another point-blank shot. We got lucky that they missed it here on an offensive rebound, but the Yellow Jackets are smaller now. Titus Johnson in the game. Hensley's out.
Russ so good on the defensive boards, rebounding inside. As I look across the way, we're kind of eye to eye with all of Russ's family. They're all here tonight watching this tournament game. Dawson Burgess blocks a shot from the side or from behind. Kind of goes maybe through the hands to the backboard. He's whistled for a foul, and that will result in 2 free throws for Newport. For Dawson Burgess, that's his third personal foul. So now you go, he and Russ Hensley both with 3 were early in the third quarter. First free throw up and good. The lead is back to 10 by Newport.
Curry's got 9. He really hasn't been a big factor in either of the first 2 games, but he airballs that second free throw. Officials pretty much have let them play other than on the shot. They've been calling fouls on the shot, but out on the floor they've been letting them play, which is probably the Newport's advantage. They normally get in a little bit of foul trouble, but the officials are letting the fouls on the perimeter pretty much go.
Dylan Jones pass inside. Widener's got it. He's in the lane. The jumper one-handed up over a defender. Won't go. Newport for the rebound.
And no second shots for Clinton on our offensive end.
26-16.
Trailed by as many as 13.
And the free throw cuts it to 7. Closest Clinton's been in a while. 5:15 clock running in the third. Clinton's in that 1-3-1 zone. They'll move Titus Johnson up to the top. Emberton down to the wing.
That's what happened when Russ gets some foul trouble, has to go to the bench. Then Brody has to go to the wing. And he is so effective up top because he's so long.
3-point shot by Newport. Short in the air. Dawson Burgess comes away with it. Out to Dylan Jones. Quickly up the floor. Ahead to Widener. Zane likes to drive. Steadies himself. Kicks it back out to Burgess. Open three. Good. Burgess for 3. Back-to-back threes, counting the field goal, and then the 2 and the foul. 26-22, just like that. The lead down to 4.
And Dawson now with 6 quick points in the second half.
Clinton can get another stop. They could make this a one-possession game. 4:20 to go in the third. Newport on the dribble, and a foul called. They're trying to offensively. They're kind of looking for a hole. They'll take a couple of dribbles to the right or the left, see if they can duck in anywhere. And Clinton's doing a good job of trying to keep that direct drive from the outside into the lane. They had some trouble the first half, kind of maybe giving up a few passes in the lane that resulted in easy buckets, but doing a good job so far here in the second half. Greyhounds behind the three-point line. There's a three-point jumper, and it's good. Three-point basket, 29-22.
John Moore, 5 points, had 23 the last time these teams played.
Just below our broadcast position, Emberton Brody has it, and he'll free throw line extended, put up a 2, 29-24.
Brody now with 8. Business is starting to heat up now.
And Clinton looks like they've gone in a 2-1-2 zone or a 2-3 zone with Jones and Johnson at the top. And a jumper by Kendall from the free throw line. Won't go. Burgess able to tip it to Widener. Ahead to Dylan Jones. Couple defenders there. He'll pull up. Widener's the trailer. He'll take the pass into the lane. Kick it out to Burgess. He'll pull up for 2. Won't go off the back of the rim. Rebound to Newport. Clinton defense back. Moore's got it. Keeps his dribble in front of the Newport bench. 3:05 to go in the third. And, there's a pass. Maybe to near the free throw line. Burgess going to kind of come over the back or through the player. He's whistled for a foul. That's his 4th personal foul. He'll go to the bench. Russ Hensley's going to return. Russ going to have to play with 3 with 3:05 to go in the third.
And Dawson was really starting to heat up on the offensive end. He'd scored already 6 points here in the quarter, and that hurts as Dawson has to go to the bench.
And let's see who can take it. Hey, off the hands of Moore to Brody Emberton. Brody's got it. Could they get it to a one-possession game this time down the floor? It would take a 3 to do it, but we'll see. They trail by 5. A 2 would get it to a one-possession.
Need a good high-percentage shot here.
Zane picks up his dribble. Top of the key over to Emberton. Brody dribbles down to the baseline. He'll kind of force up a shot. Defender there on the rebound. Russ is there. Kendall is there. And just like that, they've whistled Russ Hensley for his 4th personal foul. So immediately into the ballgame for Burgess on his 4th. Russ picks up a 4th. Coach Cole Gardner's going to take a timeout. 2:34 to go in the third. Clinton trails by 5. A quick break. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Two-man front at the zone. They're going to harass the Greyhounds a little bit, not make it easy. Going to drive in the lane. Oh, that was, could have been an offense. Not shot, misses. Johnson with the rebound. Clinton escapes there. Britt Emberton down the floor. Almost a 2-on-1. He'll slide, step, and a blocking foul call on the Greyhounds that will send Brody Emberton to the free throw line. That was a big play there. I thought Newport was going to get 2 inside. Instead, it's Clinton going to the other way. Now Brody can try to earn a couple from the free throw line.
And Newport's scoring has really slowed down. We thought their shooting might cool off. It has. They've only scored 6 points here in the quarter, but the Yellow Jackets in this foul trouble has kept them at bay. Emberton hits some big free throws. Yellow Jackets have not shot many tonight. They're now 4 for 4. Remember, last time these two teams played, they shot 18 of those. So if we could get to the 18 mark now, that meant something good happened.
The first free throw made gives Emberton 9 points on the night. The second free throw gives him 10. So 31-26.
Need a stop here.
35 seconds. Moore gets it across midcourt. Nick Epley's all over him. Nick is the one guy who can match up with the speed of the Greyhounds, the quickness. Moore's going to take it all the way to the basket. I think Nick Epley, he's up. He's trying to shake that one off. He went to the floor, got a hit in the gut there. He's still been over.
Josh Witt in the game now for Clinton.
Hey, Zane Widener on the drive, gets in the air, draws the foul. Count the basket. Widener to the free throw line. That'll give a chance to get Coach Cole Gardner to get Epley out of the ball game. And he's going to take a minute to recover over that sideline as Dylan Jones used to up and in. Zane Widener, 33-28. Oh, just short. Witt's got the rebound. Josh wheels, spins, shoots, won't get it to go. And then Zane Widener gets tied up on the rebound attempt, and he's whistled for a foul. And, man, still a 5-point game with 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Looks like Clinton's going to get out of the quarter without much more damage. Can they keep a final shot here from the Greyhounds? Going in, pass ahead, free throw line. Back for more, long three, it's up. Won't go. Rebound Widener. Third quarter has come to an end. Clinton cuts the Newport lead to 5, 33-28. When we return, a final 8 minutes. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Even with all the foul trouble, the Yellow Jackets outscored Newport in the third quarter 12-8. Cut the lead to 33-28. They'll have the ball to start the final period of play. Burgess and Hensley still on the bench. If the Yellow Jackets can keep it close, you'd like to maybe get down to about the 4 or 5 minute mark before you have to put them back in. Depends on the score.
Well, Newport's led since the start of this one. A steal. Moore's got it down the floor. Defense trying to catch up. Off the glass, good. Another bucket by John Moore. I think that's going to give him, 11 on the night. So they back in front by 7. They've led since it was 4-0 to start the ball game. And at times it looked like Brody Emberton's for 3. Won't go. High for the rebound. Newport's got it. Pass ahead of the defense. Off the glass, good. 4 quick points for Newport. Coach Cole Gardner's going to take a timeout, not let it get any further with 7:25 in the fourth, 37-28. Start to say it's looked at times like Newport might, have the chance to run off. They got a double-digit lead earlier or in the ball game, but Clinton's kept that from happening. And then when you think with the two of the bigs out for Clinton, you think, what are they going to do to kind of stay in this one in the third quarter? They do it, and they cut that lead down to 5. Can they just hang on here in the fourth quarter, as you said, maybe get everybody back in the ball game? And now instead of a 5-point deficit, they're going to have to overcome a 9-point deficit. But can they do it with 7:25 to go?
Yeah, they're going to have to do something on offense here pretty quick, or you're going to have to get those two back in the ball game. And 7:25 left. You can't get much farther behind than this. And Dawson, while he was in there, had those big third quarter before he picked up that fourth foul. And then Yellow Jackets have been pretty much dominated on the board side. I'm not sure what the rebounding stat is, but we've been out-rebounded. You got to have Russ back in there for that. So the foul situation has definitely hurt the Yellow Jackets. Both teams are in the 1-and-1 situation, so Yellow Jackets definitely would like to shoot some free throws with the clock stopped here, trailing by 9. But they got to run some offense on the other end. You can't just force it to the basket when it's not there.
So same 5 return out of the timeout. Widener, Jones, Emberton, Josh Witt, and Titus Johnson. Titus in the corner. Quick shot on the 3. Won't go. Rebound right there. Widener inside. Good position. Puts it off the glass. Good. 37-30.
And Jot Wish created some space there on the inside. Allowed Widener to get the rebounds.
Johnson and Jones double team. Widener flashes for the steal. He's got it. He's got a defender now on his hip. Zane gets it up and in. Good body control. Good finish. Widener getting in the air. He answers the 4 points by Newport just like that. Back to a 5-pointer, 37-32.
And that buys a little more time for Burgess and Hensley.
And let's see. Into the corner. Moore's got it. He wants to drive on Witt. Loses his footing, travels, turns it over.
Credit that to Josh Witt. Moore tried to drive the baseline, and Witt just held his ground. And Moore was not going to score over Witt and walk with the basketball. And Hensley checks back in at the 6:28 mark.
Good minutes by the senior. Well, Josh Witt, he will leave the ball game. 6:20. Hensley, Widener, out behind the three-point line. 4 players behind the three-point line for Clinton. Russ gets down just outside the lane. Bounce pass. Difficult pass for those long athletic arms of Newport. Tried to bounce pass it down low. Newport knocks it out of bounds.
Chance to get the single, all right, a single possession here with a basket.
Widener off a screen by Hensley. Takes the pass, and he's fouled on the shot attempt. Boy, you saw kind of set that up. Newport, they're guarding right up against Zane, just body chest to chest. And he's able to kind of duck around, gets a partial screen by Russ Hensley, enough to take the pass, and then draws the foul, I guess, on the defender that steps up to help.
And now Isaiah Kendall with 3 fouls for Newport.
And Zane's free throw is up and in. It's 37-33. Back to 4.
Kendall's the 6'6 player, number 12, you see on the inside.
I think Clinton got it to 4 once in the third quarter. Hey, Widener cuts it to 3. Boy, there was a chance you couldn't see this scenario just minutes earlier, but it's a one-possession game. And that's going to force Newport to take a timeout with 5:58 to go. Let's see.
Put a little pressure on Newport. They've been playing free and easy the whole game with the lead. Now it's getting a little bit tighter. Put some pressure on them and get a stop here and maybe come back down the floor. And you never know, tie or at least get within 1. But maybe for the first time tonight, Newport's having to play with some pressure instead of being free and easy out there on the floor. Newport, Coach Ty Ferguson took a quick timeout there.
That's Clinton defense causing Newport some problems. Like we talked about the Greyhounds maybe in the first half against Clinton. It's Clinton defense, whether it's a 2-man front in the zone or a 1-3-1, they're not. Newport's having trouble on that. Clinton's picking up a steal here and there, kind of on those passes, and so let's see what they do here. Newport with it. They'll inbound just below our broadcast position. We're seated across from the teams, across from the Clinton Panthers. They're going to throw it away, and Clinton's going to have the possession, trailing by 3.
Yeah, not sure if he thought he was going to cut back door. Moore threw him a bounce pass, and He was kind of looking another direction before it got to him and out of bounds, and the Jackets got a shot here.
Widener starts right, back left, defender there. He'll toss it back out. And Coach Cole Gardner, what did he say? Did he say move? Maybe without the basketball. Titus Johnson for three off the back of the rim. Newport with the rebound. Moore with it. Emberton pokes it away from behind. It's out of bounds. Newport will keep the possession. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Ethan Biggs is quickly up off the bench. He's going to check in for Titus Johnson. Coach Cole Gardner, they may be talking about the positioning there on the offensive side, where to be, maybe away from the basketball. Newport pass from left to right across the floor, still behind the three-point line.
It's a two-front zone defense because Dawson's out of the game right now, so you got two small guards, so you got like a 2-3 zone.
Little give and go, pass to the high post, handed off, cut through the lane, 2 points, 39-34. Under 5 minutes to play. Emberton's going to drive, gets in the air, draws a little bit of contact. Thought he was going to draw a foul. Didn't happen. Down the floor, Newport. And Dylan Jones blocks it from behind, but he's whistled for the foul. Two free throws for Newport.
Good play by Jones. Stop the sure layup, make him hit the free throws at the line. The play before that one, Crott drove to the basket through the zone. That's a symptom of being in foul trouble. The Yellow Jackets had to let him go. Rush couldn't come up and challenge the shot and risk his fifth foul. And so that's a symptom of foul trouble. It's not on the offensive end, it's on the defensive end where you have to let people go when you get in foul trouble.
Making the first but missing the second. Clinton trails by 6 after 4 points by Newport, 40-34. Hensley in the corner, closely guarded there. Dribbles across. Jones, Biggs, he's going to shoot for three from the left wing. Won't go off the rim. Widener for the rebound. His shot's blocked, but a foul's called. Zane Widener back to the free throw line. Zane's, I think, done a
4 for 5 at the line.
So good job. Maybe
16 points in the game for Widener.
And Titus Johnson's up. He's going to re-enter the ball game. Zane's first free throw is up and in. Zane's mom she's seated just below us here. Zane's brother as well.
4:32 mark. Still got Dawson Burgess. 4 fouls.
Just short on the second, off the front of the rim. Newport with a rebound. Quickly down the floor. Defense in front. Shot up and in. Defended by Johnson, but Newport scores 42-35.
Moore's got 11 in the second half, only 2 in the first half.
Widener takes the pass. He's on the move. He's going to draw a foul from Kendall. Count the basket and a free throw to come. 42-37. That's what you like to see. Zane's kind of able to take the pass on the move, kind of going towards the basket. And he's so good on the drive. You like your chances there. Just don't stop. Keep your momentum. Take it to the basket. He counts, score the free throw, 42-38. And here comes Dawson Burgess. Went out with 4 fouls in the third quarter. He returns. He's going to join Dylan Jones, Brody Emberton, Russ Hensley playing with 4, and Zane Widener.
That was point number 20 for Widener.
Widener
Here comes
with the
22.
Steal. He's got 2 defenders. He's fouled. Widener right back to the free throw line. The steal, and he gets it to the basket.
Half-court trap for the first time tonight. Well, I'm not sure. Clinton Crowd is upset that he called the foul. There were 2 defenders, and I think he gave the foul to number 11, which is only his second foul.
Kendall might have been heading towards the bench, and coach says, get back in the ball game. Would that have been his 5th foul?
4.
Kendall, that would have been his 4th. Okay. I don't think he was going to leave yet. Widener gets the free throw. It's a 3-point game. His second one is up. He's going to miss off the back of the rim. Kendall with the rebound, but it's back to 3. That's the closest Clinton's been in the second half with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
The Jackets used the half-court trap at Newport, forced some turnovers. Got one there.
Brody Emberton kind of reached in a little bit on Moore, trying to make that pass, and he made contact. Foul called. That's going to be the 8th team foul on Clinton, so it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for John Moore. That's Brody Emberton, only his second personal foul.
Short.
And he's going to miss. Rebound to Widener. A chance to cut it to 2, maybe tie this time down the floor. Zane across midcourt.
High percentage shot.
Russ is going to drive the baseline. Burgess is cutting to the lane. Shot up, won't go. Tipped high, out of bounds. Belongs to Newport.
I think he kind of rushed that one. Newport's got 10 fouls. Yellow Jackets go to the line for 2 every time.
Inbound the ball. They'll get it across midcourt quickly. Double team by Emberton and Widener. Moore's going to drive the lane, dump it to Kendall, and Kendall's able to take a step down from the block, dunk the basketball, 44-39. Widener inbounds it to Dylan Jones, cross midcourt, up to Burgess, into the Widener, into the lane, on the move, off the glass, good. Pretty pass.
Great pass. Just past the fingertips of a Newport defender.
44-41.
Now the problem with stretching your defense out is it allows Moore to drive to the basket, score or dish like he did on that last play to Kendall.
3 minutes remaining. Into the lane, bounce pass down low. Jones kind of forced to reach in and either knock it away or foul. It's a foul on Dylan Jones and 2 free throws for Newport.
Number 5, John Moore, great driver to the basket. So when the Yellow Jackets now extend that defense out, it gives him angles to the basket. So it's kind of a risk-reward thing. Can you create a turnover?
Newport misses the free throw. And free throws, they could play a big part in this one, as both teams will be shooting 2 on the double bonus for the remainder of the ball game. Second free throw is up and in. It's 45-41, Clinton trailing. 2:55 to go. Widener across midcourt. He's on the dribble, over to Burgess. He's going to dribble down, wants to pull up, wants to draw a foul. Can't get it, gets his own rebound. He's inside 2 defenders. They block it, he gets it back, and a foul's called on his 3rd attempt. And Burgess to the free throw line. 3rd personal foul.
Burgess didn't score in the first half, had 6 fast points in the 3rd quarter before he picked up his 4th foul. And now looking for his first free throw here.
And I don't know, I started to say maybe Clinton, you want to get this to a free throw shooting contest for the final 3 minutes. But then again, you got Russ Hensley and Dawson Burgess got to play with 4 fouls apiece. Those guys cannot pick up a 5th foul. Burgess gets both free throws. It's 45-43. Emberton Jones, Burgess defending. And Newport's going to throw it away. Out of bounds, a turnover. Clinton will have a chance to tie or take the lead with 2:36 remaining.
Defensive pressure forced another turnover. That's 2 here in the last couple of minutes. And now Newport will take another timeout.
A timeout. We better take a break. Catch your breath while you can. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jackets have been coming back all night, trailed by as many as 13 twice in the game. And with 2:36 left, they got as close as they've been in a long time. They trail by 2, 45-43. And a chance here to tie or take the lead.
Emberton, Widener, Burgess, Hensley, and Dylan Jones. Newport's going to drop back in a zone. They'll allow Clinton to get it up across midcourt unguarded. Widener will get it over to Dylan Jones. He'll set the offense.
And Newport's been playing predominantly man-to-man. They've gone zone. Maybe time for Brody to knock down a 3.
There it is from the corner. It's up and in. You called it. Clinton 46-45. This is their first lead of the ball game at 2:13 to go.
Kind of had a feeling when Newport went to the zone, he might see Brody get freed up, and there he was. And the Jackets back to their normal 1-3-1 zone. with the starting 5 in the game.
And you can hear the defense chant coming from the Clinton crowd, the cheerleaders, even the bench for Clinton. With under 2 in the corner, Newport going to try to answer for 3. It's good. They lead by 2.
Pooty Denton, second 3 of the game. Can't take a breath just because you caught up. You got to get a high-quality possession here.
Now Newport looks like still a zone, but a little more pressure at the top. Kind of a 3-2. Clinton behind the three-point. Burgess inside. He's got some space. Draws a little bit of contact, but his shot won't go. Newport's got it. Going the other way. 2-point lead. 1:15.
Yeah, Dawson probably should have tried to just take it on him and force the foul. Jackets are shooting 2 from here on.
And now let's see. Points, possessions. What's going to come into play? Under a minute, into the corner, and Newport out near midcourt. Clinton pretty aggressive defensively. Newport not necessarily looking to score thus far. They're a long way from the basket. Pass to the free throw line. They don't look inside. They toss it back out. Moore's got it. He's dangerous. He's going to drive. He gets in the lane. Oh, they called the foul there. Was it? And it was on his move going up. And they're going to call that on Russ Hensley. That is Russ's 5th personal foul. He'll leave the ball game with 40 seconds remaining. Titus Johnson will return. John Moore's at the free throw line with a 2-point lead, 40 seconds to go.
Moore's got 2 here. He missed one moments ago, but it was the front end of a 1-and-1. Not quite as much pressure here.
And he's going to knock down the first. It's a 3-point lead. Coach Cole Gardner wants a timeout. Let's keep it here. 49-46, 40 seconds. Newport's going to have another free throw.
Well, a big shot after the Yellow Jackets took the lead on Brody Emberton's 3. I think that young man's a 9th grader, a freshman at Pooty Denton. He hit a 3 out of the corner to give Newport the lead back. That was a huge shot. And then the Yellow Jackets failed to score on their end of the floor. So 40 seconds left. Trailing by 3, possibly 4. Whatever he does here on this second shot, that pretty much sets the strategy for the final 40 seconds. If he hits this, you don't have to have a 3. You can get the quickest 2 you can get. Yellow Jackets still have a lot of timeouts left. Newport's taking most of the timeouts in the game tonight, so you can stretch this game out as long as possible. But the Yellow Jackets have fought to get back in this one. Trailing by 13 in the first half. Russ Hensley out of the game now. Dawson Burgess playing with 4.
And we'll see after the free throw how Newport's defense is going to play. They've been man predominantly. They jumped in a zone. Again, Brody Emberton hit that 3. They're going to be in a zone. They're going to be in a man. Depends maybe on what the offense wants to do. After the free throw, it looks like Moore will be at the line. The other 4 will be back behind the three-point line. So they're going to let Clinton come away with the ball regardless, either off a rebound or off a made free throw. It's up, in, it won't go. 3-point lead. Widener with it. Zane will keep it up the floor. Zane, with the ball in his hands on the move, is dangerous, but he'll pass it off to Titus Johnson. Over to Dylan Jones. Defender flies by. 5-on-4. Zane's got it back. He's going to drive on Kendall. Off the glass. Won't go. Might have been partially blocked. Newport's got it. Down the floor. Moore's ahead of the pack. He's going to put it off the glass and score. 20 seconds. Coach Cole Gardner takes a timeout. Clock stopped at 20.9. And Zane had a good look inside off the dribble. Again, that may have partially been blocked, and he kind of had to shoot it awkwardly at the end, a little bit sideways, but that's going to result in a transition 2, and suddenly the lead is 5 for Newport. With 20 seconds to go, it'll be Clinton's basketball.
Yeah, Zane drove in. Kendall challenged the shot. There was body contact. Zane had to shoot a little bit off balance. No whistle on that one. Newport scores on the other end. Yellow Jackets down by 5, so 2 possessions, whatever you can get quickest here. You'd like to get fouled and go to the free throw line with the clock stopped. But a 2 or a 3, whatever you can get here the quickest, because you're going to have at least 2 possessions.
Well, Clinton kind of, for the most part, kind of quieted Newport offensively most of the second half when they cut that lead down to 5 at the end of the third, took the lead in the fourth, but now a couple of big offensive plays by Newport. The 3-pointer from the corner and score off the break there, free throw, and they've come up with some timely offense here right at the end of this one. Here we go. Zane Widener, Dylan Jones, Brody Emberton, Dawson Burgess, Titus Johnson, Jones to inbound. Newport now will get in a full court press. That, if nothing else, will make the Yellow Jackets utilize some time just trying to get the ball up the floor. They do to Widener. Back. Oh, no. And then Zane was ready. He threw it back to Dylan Jones. Dylan thought Zane was going to keep it, and Dylan headed up off the floor. So Widener's pass behind Dylan Jones out of bounds. Turnover back to Newport. 19 seconds, inbound the ball. Brody Emberton quickly commits the foul on John Moore. He'll go to the free throw line for the two-shot double bonus.
Moore 3 of 5 at the line.
And he'll get the first. The lead is 6. Moore at the line is
just the big one here. This is 3 possessions or 2, depending on if he make or miss.
He misses. Rebound Widener. 15 seconds. Cross midcourt. Defender there. Zane's going to pull up for 3. They let him go. It's in and out. Looks good. Kendall with a rebound. Foul to stop the clock. Dylan Jones. And they didn't challenge Zane Widener once they got by the defender. Stepped to the three-point line and it in and out. Hit both sides of the rim. That looks good from our angle. Almost, but now Kendall's at the free throw line for 2.
Kendall only 4 points on the night. The Jackets done a good job on him defensively. One of their big 3.
And he gets the first free throw. That is a 7-point lead with 8.6 seconds remaining. He'll have a second. It's up, a miss, rebound Widener. 7 seconds, 6 across midcourt. Zane's going to pull up for 3. It's up, it won't go. Rebound. Kendall inside. No, that's not Kendall, but that'll do it. The horn sounds, and after that, Clinton took that 1-point lead. The Greyhounds going to outscore the Yellow Jackets by 8 and win, 53-46 here on day 2 of the district tournament, and that will end the Yellow Jacket Senior Boys season here on the floor at Riverview High School, as they will go to midcourt along with the cheer squad, along with the Greyhounds. They're going to circle up for a final post-game prayer here in the 2021-22 high school basketball season for the Clinton Yellow Jackets, as they kneel to pray. And in what will be a tough loss, more so for the seniors than anyone else. But the season has come to an end. Now they're going to head to the locker room with Coach Cole Gardner for a final time. We will take a break for a final time. Not this season. Senior girls to play later on in the week. But for today, a final commercial break. When we return, we'll give you those final numbers, and we'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Wherever the river flows and how